Oh, damn, I was about to get the sickest multi and 3 bros just run up on me. Oh, what a scuff spawn. What the? Oh my god, what kind of cook spawn is that? So many Halo bros are like, bro, you gotta come back to Halo Infinite. There's so much content now. It's so much better. And so I did. I've been playing it in depth, and I thought I'd share my thoughts with you guys, especially because honestly, even more people in the comments were like, yeah, I don't play Halo Infinite anymore. I just like hearing you make fun of the shop. Or, you know, like most of us, people are like, yeah, I'm just waiting for the next game. So hey, here's just my thoughts after playing in depth a lot recently. Yo, Sean Dubs, Halo Infinite is so much better, bro. You gotta come back. You gotta play. Trust me, bro. It's so much better. Trust me. I'm about to find out if you bros have been sniffing hopium and copium. So me personally, when I come back to a game with cosmetics and I haven't played in a long time, and I just know deep down I'm not going to be like playing super extensively like ever again, I don't care about the cosmetics anymore. But I still checked out, like I saw how you can buy old stuff now. That's really cool. I think the prices are pretty outrageous though. Old stuff that's not in the shop anymore, I feel like it should be really cheap, especially if it's something that hasn't been on sale in a very, very long time. Like, it should be clearance. Like, if you could come back and drop like 10, 15 bucks and scoop like a lot of stuff, particularly stuff, you know, you got to make it fair, because if people know something will become super cheap after it leaves the shop and just goes into the armor hall, then they'll just wait. So it could be stuff that hasn't been sold in like 6 months or something like that. But yeah, if you could come back and drop like $10, $15 and get like a lot of stuff, I think people would. But the fact that you come back and it's like $10 for like one thing or just a small bundle, it's just like it's an easy pass. I love how they opened up the coatings. I don't know exactly like the details of this, but it seems like most of the coatings on the weapons and the armors, like they're almost all interchangeable now. This was a very pleasant surprise. This is how it should have been in the start. If you're gonna make people pay for colors, they never should have been locked to just one weapon or one armor. It should have always been, okay, you're gonna make me pay for blue, then let me use blue on everything. 500 battle pass, 2,000 battle pass. Halloween, 500 credits. You wanna do Halloween? Just random Halloween. No year on it. It's just Halloween. Having the ability to buy old battle passes is nice, but generally speaking, unless you're gonna like grind a game, you're not gonna really care about the battle pass. So like going back and buying all these and paying for all these, like that would add up quick in terms of money. Again, it should be like the armor hole. It should be like clearance. Like the battle passes should be on clearance. Like let me scoop like 3 or 4 battle passes for like $10 max. Instead, they're like $5 each. Like, they're just so good at pricing everything just out of the range where you'd be like, oh, okay, it's always just expensive enough where you're just like, nah, easy pass. Okay, so I've heard a lot, oh, squad battles is the best. So I started with squad battles. I gotta say, it was pretty fun. Like, it was reasonably sweaty. It wasn't like max sweat, and it wasn't like too casual. But like, generally speaking, it's pretty good. The only thing though, and we'll talk about this in the final thoughts, my final thoughts at the end of the video. It's been so long since I played Halo. I was worried I was gonna be trash, and fortunately I wasn't. I played so much Halo in my life that I'll probably always be good at Halo. But anyway, just in case, I played some MCC just to like warm up and, you know, kind of get back into playing Halo before I just went into Infinite. So unfortunately, when I played MCC right before playing Infinite, I had gotten Rat's Nest. Like, I got Rat's Nest in MCC, and then I went over to Infinite and got the Forge version, and it's just so inferior. I played Halo 3 to like dial in my recording settings again. Played a little MCC. Played the real Rat's Nest. And I'm gonna repeat it multiple times in this video. It's no knock against Forge bros and Halo Infinite. You guys do an amazing job. Seriously, you're making the best of what you have. But this Forge version of Rat's Nest just doesn't compare to the original. Sorry. So it's like every time I play MCC, I'm like, yo, this game is old, you know? Like, it's my favorite shooter games of all time. My favorite gaming franchise of all time. But it always feels like, you know, it's like, okay, this is old. And then you load up the latest Halo Infinite, and you get like this inferior Forge version of like a very old map. And it's just like, oh, okay. So I got to use the new rockets. Not gonna lie, I really like using them. Probably because I was getting a lot of kills with them. Yo, bro. Yo, bro. So McDouble kill. I get that it's just like a reskinned rocket, but like if you delete that from your brain when you're just playing the game, it doesn't feel like a reskin. It feels like a legitimately different weapon. So that was a nice surprise. What I did not like about squad battles Castle Wars, not exactly my favorite thing ever. I feel like this is just like a totally different game mode than all the other game modes, like just normal Halo. Oh, bro, what are you doing? Bro, what are you doing? What are you doing? What have you done? Idiot. Oh, shit, I didn't know you could betray. Bro. This was all part of my plan. I feel like maybe Castle Wars should just have its own playlist. I don't know, it killed a lot of momentum for me. Like, I was having fun, then I get Castle Wars, and I'm like, oh, alright. So it's kind of like bullshit around game mode. And then I got it again, and I was like, oh, this is kind of whack. This is like not what I'm in the mood for. Like, I want a squad battle. How am I getting repeat maps? I hate that so much. I hate when there's like a huge map list and you get repeat maps. And the other thing is I got a lot of repeat maps despite the fact there's a lot of maps. Like I noticed this a lot in Infinite as it is right now. It's like there's so many potential maps in all the playlists, but like, I don't know, I just keep getting the same shit over and over. But overall, squad battles was fun. Then because I hate myself, I decided to grind ranked. And by the way, is quick resume not the most broken Xbox feature ever? Like one of the most broken features? Do people at Xbox, like the people programming and developing everything, do you guys actually use any of the stuff you make? Quick resume works great on single player games, but like it is just totally scuffed on every multiplayer game. On my Series X, quick resume in Halo Infinite doesn't work. You try to load it, and it's just a black screen. It just never loads. You have to close out the game. And this is a problem I have with like every game. It's so stupid. Anyway, so yeah, grinding ranked. And by the way, I solo queued everything for this video. Solo queuing in ranked is obviously still a generally miserable experience. It will question your sanity. And it's probably one of the dumbest things on earth you could do. But I am indeed a Halo sweat, so part of me likes the challenge. It's like almost like a casino. It's like a gambling addiction. Halo bro gambling addiction is grinding ranked solo queue. It's just like, oh yeah, I can beat the odds. I can beat this sophisticated matchmaking system that will ensure barely anything other than a 50-50 win-lose ratio. I'm sure I can beat it. No, you can't, bro. You can't. Ranked is just so hard because the algorithm they use, it basically demands that you play at like 105, 110% every single match. Like, there's no margin for error. Like, if you have one bad game, you're gonna lose. It's just the way it is. It's like it too perfectly matches the team. So if you play poorly, that's it. Like, the other team will win. I definitely struggled a bit. I was only able to get platinum, which was disappointing to me because normally in Infinite, I'm more of a diamond player. The issue is that I'm like super behind on the bandit. Like I'm just using the bandit for the first time. It's very tricky to use. It's similar to Halo 5 pistol, but it's its own beast. So like I still don't have it down. Just a matter of days, I'm not going to catch up to people who've been grinding since it came out. But I still held my own. I still had some good matches. But while I was grinding ranked is when I had like kind of this big epiphany, this moment of realization about this game. The trips. So I got a match on Forbidden, and I gotta tell you, Forbidden, I think could be on the top 10 list of best Halo maps ever. At least for me. I'm sure a lot of people would disagree, but I don't think it's a crazy thing to say Forbidden is one of the best Halo maps ever made. It just checks all the boxes. This is legit one of the best looking Halo maps ever made. WAD is 0 for 7. That is insane. Bro is still wearing Christmas. Bro don't even know it's season wearing. Oh my god. Oh my god! Let's go! Let's go! Yo, this is the best map. This is easily the best map Halo Infinite has. Bro, this is the formula. Just make maps like this, and Halo will be fine. It looks incredible. It's just like perfect, classic, unique Halo. Like, oh, it's just, I love it. It flows well. It's perfect. It might be a tiny bit too big, but I love the map. I really love the map. So I had this awesome experience on Forbidden, loved it, and then the next match I get like this map. Again, no offense to the forger or forgers who created this map. It's obviously like well designed. A lot of effort was put into it. It's clean, like it's fine. However, this map will never make any type of top 10 or top 25 list of Halo maps, right? Like it's just not that great. It's pretty boring. The visuals, it's hard to describe. Scuffed is a word. I don't know. It just looks like raked leaves is what I think of when I see this. When I see this map, it's like the raked leaves map. It just does not look right. Again, I'm sure the foragers or Forger put a lot of effort to make it look as good as possible. It's not their fault. It's Forge. So it's just like going from an incredible handcrafted one, possibly one of the best maps ever, to like Raked Leaves Forge map. Like the difference is like really jarring. It's definitely a weakness of this game. Overall though, I will say, unless you're coming back to like try and get really good at Halo Infinite, resist the temptation of ranked, because avoiding ranked will just make you a much happier person. If you have people to play with, that'll be more fun, but I just don't see why you would grind this game like competitively, especially when we know other Halo games are coming. Like, I don't know, it's just gonna do, you're just gonna get frustrated and stressed. Okay, then I played Big Team Battle. I found this to be overall the most fun and relaxing of the playlists. It's just like squad battle, but more like in a larger scale and more of what I want. It is annoying though to get like, you know, some maps that you hate, but I guess that's just the Halo experience. Sometimes you're gonna get maps you don't like. But I like having Big Team Battle and Squad Battle. Squad Battles like scratches that slightly more competitive itch. It's a little more competitive, a little tighter, less players. And Big Team Battle kind of scratches the more casual itch. It still can get pretty sweaty. Like there's people still sweating all out in Big Team Battle, so it is what it is. I also played Firefight. It's cool, you know, I've never been a firefight person ever. I kind of find the Banished to be boring to fight. Like it's not really enough of a challenge, but you know, it's something. In the few matches I played, I don't know, I just found it to be a little boring. It's like nothing compelling happens. Like just enemies drop in, you fight them, a new wave comes. Like I don't know, there's nothing extra there. You're just fighting very basic waves of Banished. Like that's it. All right, so after playing in depth recently, here's my final thoughts on Halo Infinite in 2025, March of 2025. It is very cliche, but I do think this is a case of too little, too late. This is probably where the game should have been overall closer to launch. Like, you know, the cosmetic situation, even though the prices are outrageous, at least like, you know, armor coatings and weapon coatings can be used on like everything, so that's great. There's enough playlists, there's enough content, despite the fact that it's jarring going from dev maps to Forge maps. At least there's a healthy amount of maps in all the playlists. There's more weapons, not that many, but like something. And so this is how the game feels like it should have been at launch. Like if this is how the game was at launch and then it had good post-launch content updates, like, you know, the story would have been different, but it's not at launch, it's years later. Like this game came out in 2021. We're coming up on 4 years. Like, wow, 4 years later, and now it's kind of where it should have been. And we know we're not going to get like any more massive content updates. It's like they're obviously just doing light updates from here, so it is what it is. Other than ranked, like it was a generally enjoyable experience. So judging the game just on its own, like you can have fun with it for sure. It does scratch the Halo itch, but you can't not put things into context. We know new Halo games are coming. Halo CE remake, maybe that comes out next year. Halo 7, I'm not sure when that's coming out. My guess is 2027, 2028 at the earliest. Maybe this rumored like next-gen Xbox console, maybe they're gonna try and make it a launch title for that. Like if this was the last Halo game ever, then you would take more copium and be like, all right, I guess I just have to grind Halo Infinite. Like I'll just play this. Then in that case, maybe I would be like, all right, I'll buy the battle passes and like slowly grind through everything, right? But it's not the last Halo game. You know, Unreal Halo games are coming. So with that in your mind, even though this is a generally good experience, it's not like mind-blowingly good. So it's just hard to want to grind this game. But I think the main issue I have with Halo Infinite and why it's hard for me to grind it, I cannot shake the nearly 24 years. That might be old. That might be longer than some of you have been alive. Some of you watching. Jesus. But yeah, bro, I can't shake the 24 years I've been into Halo. I was there on day one for Halo CE. 24 years, and I could never have imagined that 24 years later that like this would be the latest Halo game. You know what I'm saying? Even though you can have fun with Halo Infinite as it is right now, it just doesn't feel like an evolution of Halo or like a next-gen Halo or like this awesome modern Halo game. Halo Infinite is like a Halo game that does some things well, but you just can't see past the fact that this game is from a studio whose dev team was like totally gutted, and now it's like they're putting a minimal amount of budget into this game because they're putting all the resources into the next game. Like that obviously just shines through here with the heavy reliance on Forge content. which even in the best case scenario, it just doesn't match high quality dev created stuff, especially when the high quality dev created stuff like a map like Forbidden is in the exact same playlist as the Forge stuff. You just can't like shake the comparison. Like a lot of this game can be summed up as it's just whatever small dev team is left on this, they're just making the best of the situation, right? It's like, we can't give you a new next-gen modern interpretation of Firefight. All we can give you is this Forge version. This is the best we can do. At least we have this. Let's just make the best of it. Like, it's objectively not an improvement. Like, a modern Firefight should be way more epic, right? Like, there should be more stuff happening. Like, we could make, like, an hour-long video just talking about how to make, like, a next-gen Firefight. Same thing with Big Team Battle. Like, you know, larger scale. Way more players fighting each other. Little side objectives you could do. Like, there's so much more you could get. But it's like, the best we can get is a Forge map that obviously a lot of effort went into, but it's still made by some bro who didn't get paid and, you know, basically just did it as a hobby and did it with the Forge tools. The Forge tools are obviously better than ever, but it still does not match dev created maps. So that's just kind of how this game is. Like, it definitely scratches the Halo itch, but only like briefly. Like, you will have moments of fun, okay? And I did solo queue everything. So if you play with friends, your experience will be at least 3 times better. So if you have some buddies that you want to play Halo with on a regular basis or semi-regular basis, I think it's worth playing for sure. Play some squad battle, play some big team battle, play some ranked, hate yourself a little bit, and then go back to big team battle or squad battle. But even in that situation, it's like you're still making the best of it. It's still making the best of its situation. It's like, all right, this is the Halo game we have now. This is the newest game. And it's like, all right, this is what we're going to play until the next Halo game. So those are my complete thoughts, guys, after playing Halo Infinite in depth recently. Thank you guys so much for the support on the channel. The comeback has been insane. The views are literally 10 times better than I thought they would have been. And so we already have more than enough of a community here to have fun with the future Halo games. And yes, I did drop a couple nuggets in this video. I probably shouldn't have. But hey, that's all I got for now. I'll see you guys in the next video. Look at them. First game of the night, they give me like a nice dub. Get you hooked.